Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Study with Afia. Today we are going to master in the lesson called Vector. This is the most requested video from many of the students. Whether you're studying for CBSE or IGCSE, this is the ultimate guide to mastering in vectors. Let's get started. Basic vectors. So vectors is a type, it's a number that has both magnitude and direction. Okay. So magnitude is the size, magnitude is nothing but the size, and the direction, whether it is upwards or downwards. Okay. And you can see this vector is represented by AB. Okay. Column vector, the first component is X component and the Y component. X component can be plus minus Y. As you can see, this is your X axis and this is the Y axis. X and minus X. So plus and minus. So this is plus and going down will be minus. Okay. Movement in Y direction, plus means up, minus down, plus to the right and minus to the left. Okay. And if you wanted to represent this vector using a column vector, we can say that this point has been translated to this point by moving to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So x is going to be 6 and going to the up by 3. So the y component is going to be 3. Okay. We can even represent the vectors on a grid. So that was on a transformation. So now when we are representing this vector on the grid, make sure you know to write the column vector for each vector. Therefore, here A is going to be, so x1, 2, 3. So it is positive. So positive 3 and going up 1, 2, 3, 4. So which is going to be 3 and 4. So this is how you have to represent vector on the grid. So this is your column vector. For the B, the column vector is given by, it is going down 1, 2, 3, 4. So y component is -4 and 1, 2 to the right. So 2. So 2 and -4. And this is the vector with the no y component. So the y component becomes 0 and the x component is 1 and 2. So it will become positive 2. Okay. So multiplying a vector by a scalar, you can multiply. So look at this. This is the original vector A. And if you're writing the column vector for this one, this will be 1, 2 to the down. So -2 and then to the right by 4. So it will be 4 and -2. So half A, if I multiply this by half, so half of 4 and -2, which will become 2 and -1, right? And if you measure this, it will be down, so -1 and 2 to the right. So it is 2. Okay. We can even multiply by 2, half, anything. Look at the direction, this direction and its opposite direction. So it is -a and it is double now. So -2a. Adding and subtracting a vector. So simple mathematical operations like addition and subtraction is possible in the vectors. Look at this. If this was A, O, B, and you wanted to reach from A to B, you can go from A to O and O to B, which is A plus B. So subtracting one vector from another is thought of as adding a negative vector, right? So it will be taken as, so suppose you have A here and the B here. So A to O and O to B. So O to B actual direction was upwards, but you opposite the direction. So its magnitude become -B. Okay. So there is a worked example here. They're asking you to write the column vectors for the AB, AC. Okay, let's try for the AB, how it goes. So here AB, if you're completing this as a triangle, just write the column vector for this one. So it has gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 and going up by 2. So 6 and 2. Okay. So AB, AC and CD, we can write down the column. Then a star is made up of a regular hexagon with the center X surrounded by 6 equilateral triangles. Write the following vectors in terms of A and B and give your answers in their simplest form. OS, so O2S, so it will be O2A is A. This is also A and this is also A. So it is going to be 3 times A. So A plus A plus A, which is going to be 3a. So you can easily write it as 3a. And then AB, A to B. So it starts from A and end at B. So A to B, you can go as A to O and O to B. So it will be taken as A to O and O to B. So A to O is minus A plus B. So you can take it as B minus A. Then C to D. So C to D, if you check, C. So CD, if you look at this, this is parallel to AF. So CD will be same as AF. So we can just take it as A. Then OR. So you can reach to OR from O to F and F to R, right? So or you can go from O to C or C to R. So any path is fine. So O to C or C to R or O to F. So I'm going to take here as O to F and F to R. So O to F will be 2 times A and F to R will be 2 times B. So this is also B. So this is also B. So we can just take it as 2A plus 2B. Very simple. So CF, so if you want to go from C to F, so you can go the way from C to O and O to F, isn't it? So C to O. So CF if you want. So C to O and O to F. So C to O is 2 times minus 2B plus O to F is 2A. So you can write it as 2A minus 2B. Therefore, you can write the answer here as 2A minus 2B. When A is equal to 5, write down the value of the magnitude of B. See, it's a hexagon and all the sides are regular. And they have a equal sides here, so regular sides here. So the magnitude of the A and the B are of the same magnitude here. So if you say that magnitude of A is 5, so definitely magnitude of B should be 5. And the only reason is that it's a regular hexagon. So you can write the answer as 5. Fine. The origin O is the center of the octagon PQRSTUVW. UV is A and the WP is going to be B. First question is to find out VW. So VW is here. VW is this line. So we know the value of, so we need to find something which is parallel to the WP. So we can go from here to here. So here to here. So this vector, say this vector is parallel to this. So this will be B and this vector is parallel to this. So A. So we can just simply say that it's going to be A plus B. Just find the parallel vectors. And the parallel vectors are always same. So then you need to find out TU. I'll apply the same method. T to here and from here to here. So TU. So this line is parallel to this line, right? This line and this line are parallel. So I'm also going on the same direction. So I'll take it as A. Whereas this line is parallel to this. Whereas the this is B. So it will be minus B. So these two are parallel to each other. So it will be minus B. So you can take it as A minus B. So TP, so TP you can go like you can go to TP as you can go all the way. So 2, 2, 2, and then you will go here. So it will be A, A, A. So every two boxes, right? See here, two boxes is A. So this is A, this is A, and this is A, and this is going to be B. So you can take it as 3A plus B. 3A plus B, correct? The position vector of P. So position vector is always from the origin to that respective point, which is OP. And if you see the TP, if you're going to join the TP, if you're going to join the TP, so if you're going to join the TP from here to here, OP is half of TP. Therefore, OP is half of TP. So you can just simply take it as the half of this one. So which is 3 by 2A plus 1 over 2P. Okay. In the diagram, 1 centimeter represents 1 unit. Write down the value of A minus B. Okay. So A minus B. So here A minus B is nothing but the magnitude of the vector TU, isn't it? So if you look at the magnitude of the TU, it's a straight line and there is no x component here. It's only the y component. So 1, 2, 3, 4, isn't it? Therefore, it is just the y component with the 4. Therefore, TU is going to be x and y. So the x component is 0, y component is 4. So if you take the magnitude formula, it will be 0 squared plus 4 squared. So the answer is going to be 4. So here, so these two lines says that it's a magnitude. Okay, it's a magnitude of a vector you have to find out. So which is given by 9m whole square plus 40m whole square, which is equal to 205 over 2. Okay. So it will give you 1681 m square plus minus, or which is equal to plus minus 41. Here we have 205 divided by 2. So this 2 will multiply with this. So it will become, so if you multiply that, it will become 82m is equal to 205 plus minus, still we have, because whenever you take a values out of the square root, it will be plus minus. Okay. So if you wanted to know what is the magnitude formula, I'll be mentioning it here. It will be square root of x squared plus y squared. It's something like this. It's the column vector x and y, where x component and the y component, you have to write them in this formula. Therefore, if you're dividing by 82 on both of the sides, where I can get the value of m, so plus minus m is equal to 205 divided by 82, which is going to be 2.5, or m value is going to be plus or minus 2.5. So it is going to be 2.5 or minus 2.5. Now let's solve question part B. They said OA it's a parallelogram. Therefore, this is C and this is going to be A. There is a point on the CBP such that CP and the PB is in the ratio 3:1. So convert this ratio into the fraction. So 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Therefore, C to P is going to be 3 by 4 and P to B is going to be 1 by 4. All right. So AC. So if you wanted to go from A to C, so A to C, you have to go all the way from A to O and then O to C. So A to O, your direction is opposite. So you can write it as minus A, positive C. Next, you want to find out CP. The CP is on the line CB with the ratio 3 by 4. Therefore, CP is 3 by 4 of CB. Therefore, CB is parallel to the OA. So A, therefore, which is 3 by 4 of A. 3 by 4 of A. Then you need to find OP. It's a position vector from O to P. Okay. Therefore, you can go from O to C and C to P, which is O to C plus C to P. So O to C is already known, which is C, and C to P we just found in our previous question. So C plus 3 by 4 A. So there is no further simplification. So 3 by 4 A. Go to another question. So here, question number 6. OT is T and OU is U. UY is 2 times the YT. That means this ratio is going to be 2:1, right? So if this is 1, this will be 2 times the 1. So the total ratio will be 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. You should always convert the ratio. 2:1 become 2 plus 1, which is going to be 3. Okay. Now you need to find out OY. OY, right? So how you can reach OY? You can go from O to T. So OY, you can go from O to T and T to Y. So first of all, we need to find out TY. So TY is on the line TU, right? So TY, is on this line. So here if you see, this is the line of TU and the TY is this much. So we can say that TY is 1 by 3 of TU. So what is TU? In order to go from T to U, what you have to do? 1 by 3. So you have to go all the way from T to O and O to U. So it will be minus T plus U. Therefore, substitute this value here. So OT is T plus 1 by 3 times minus T plus U. Therefore, it will become T plus multiply, open up the brackets. So it will be, so we can say that it is minus T. So minus 1 by 3 T plus 1 by 3 U. So if you simplify 1 minus 1 by 3, it will become 2 by 3, isn't it? So 2 by 3 T plus 1 by 3 U minus 1 by 3. So which is going to be 2 by 3. Okay. Now Z is on OT and YZ, which is parallel to UO. So if you watch carefully this question, Z is on OT. So Z is somewhere on OT and YZ is parallel to OU. So Z is somewhere such that it is parallel to OU, they said. So if I take here is the point of Z, so ZY is parallel to OU. Find the OZ in terms of T and U, OZ in terms of T and U, right? So OZ in terms of T or U, and or U, that means it should contain T and U. Give your answer in the simplest form. So we know that already uh, OU, right? So it is parallel to the OU, they said. So what will be your OU? So minus T plus U, for your better understanding, I'm writing it in the bracket. Minus T plus U. Okay, so here if you see, you need to find out OZ, isn't it? So OZ is equal to O to Y plus Y to Z. White O to Y we already found here, which is going to be 2 by 3 T plus 1 by 3 U plus YZ. See, if you look at this YZ, it is in the same. If you are taking two triangles and you're solving them, this YZ will be 1/3 of this U, because this small triangle and this big triangle makes a similar triangles. Okay, so 1 by 3 U, this big side is parallel to this small side, so by 1 by 3. Similarly, this big side is parallel to this side also by 1 by 3. So you can take it as 1 by 3 U, or so I can write it in so I can say that this is going to be 1 by 3 U. Which one? This YZ. Okay, YZ. Therefore, it will become 1 by 3 U. And if you simplify, YZ should be minus 1 by 3 U. So they both will get cancelled. So your answer will leave with only 2 by 3 T. Okay. Question number 7. ORT is a triangle where X is a point on TR, so that TX and XR is 3:2. So if you add them, you will get 5. So this will be 3 by 5, this will be 3 by 5, and this will be 2 over 5, right? So, so this will be 3 by 5 of TR. TR is going to be what? T to R minus T plus R minus T plus R, and XR is going to be 2 by 5 of minus T plus R, right? Okay. Now O is the origin and OR, find the position of X. So you need to find out this OX, right? You need to find out this OX. So OX, you can write it as O to R plus R x, or you can also say, I will always go with the forward direction. Instead of changing the sign, that will be better. So I can go to O to t plus t to x. Okay. So O to t is going to be t plus tx we already found, which is 3 by 5 of minus t plus r. Therefore, if you simplify this, t minus 3 by 5t plus 3 by 5 r. Therefore, it will become 5 minus 3 by 2 become 2 by 5. So 2 by 5 of t plus 3 by 5 of r. Okay. 5 minus 3, so 2 by 5. Okay. Let's go to the question number 4, where find in terms of P and Q. So AN and NB ratio is given to you here. So AN is to NB, 3 is to 2. So AN and the NB is on the line AB. So you can say that AN is 3 by 5, 3 by 5, and this will be 2 over 5 of Q of Q, because it is on the line AB. AB is parallel to OC, so you will get it as Q. Okay. Now find out OB. So OB, you can get them as O to A plus A to B. So OB, which will be P plus Q. And then you need CM. So you need CM. So you need C to M. So you can go where they mentioned M is the midpoint of OB. So O to M. So C to O and O to M. We can go like that. So C to O is going to be, so which is C to O plus O to M. So C to O is minus Q, and O to M is the half of OB because M is the midpoint. So P plus Q by 2. Therefore, you can say it as minus Q plus Q by 2 plus P by 2, which will be simplified as minus 2 plus 1. So you can simplify this, minus 1 plus half. It will be minus half Q plus P by 2. Then you need Mn. So you need the small Mn. So how can we reach from M to N? You can go like M to B, M to B to N, right? So that will be the easiest way. So you can go M to B, M to B plus B to N. B to N, right? So M to B, again, once again, it is the half of OB. So OB divided by 2 plus BN, we already found 2 by 5, but the direction is downwards now. BN, we did for the NB, so it will be minus Q. Therefore, we can substitute this as P plus Q by 2 minus, because it is minus over here. So it will become minus 2 by 5 of Q. So if you simplify for the Q, half minus 2 by 5. So it will become half minus half minus 2 over 5. Half minus 2 over 5, you will get 1 by 10. Because we are having here, so if I continue this step over here, it will become P by 2 plus Q by 2 minus 2 by 5 Q. So P by 2, there is only one P by 2 you have. So half minus 2 by 5, which is plus 1 by 10 Q. CB and ON are extended to meet at B. Okay, so we have CB and ON. So you just ON it is. So CB, you just expand the CB. So you just expand this CB such that ON are extended to meet at T. So just draw the line at ON and they are going to meet at the point T. All right. Give the position vector of D in terms of P and Q. So you need to find out the position vector, means OD you have to find out here. Okay. Okay, so the next question. S is a point on the PQ such that PS and SQ is 4 is to 5. Find OS. Okay, so first of all, when you convert this into the ratio, it will become 4 plus 5, which is 9. So PS is 4 by 9 of, and this will be 5 by 9 of what? PQ. So PQ is going to be minus A plus B. So minus A plus B. So this is also minus A plus B. Therefore, OS, if you're joining the OS, it will become O2S is equal to O2Q plus, or I will always go with the positive direction. So I will take O2P with the P2S. Okay, so O2P is already known A, and PS is going to be 4 by 9 of minus A plus B. So just open up the bracket. So A minus 4 by 9A plus 4 by 9B, right? Therefore, we only have one B here. Just simplify. A minus 4 by, so it will become 9A minus 4A. So 5A by 9. Simple. Point, N is the point on the BD such that BN and ND in the ratio 4 is to 1. Okay. AB is S and AD is T. Find in terms of S and T expression in its simplest form for BD. All right. So the BD starting is B and the ending is D. So BD, you can go from B to A and A to D. So you can take a vector in the direction B to A and A to D, and both of the vectors are available in the. So it is going to be B to A, change the direction. So minus S plus T, or you can just simply write it as T minus S. So you need to find out what is Cn. So this is your Cn, a small construction, a small joining from C to N. You can go from, since it is parallelogram, so opposite sides are equal. So if this side is T, so this is also T, and if this side is AB, this is also S. So in order to reach from C to N, you can go all the way from C to B or B to N, or you can go from C to D and D to N. So here, before proceeding to that, so let's write Cn is equal to C to D plus D to N. Okay. C to D is already known, right? So first let's find out what is Dn. Since Dn ratio is given to us, so this ratio we have to convert into the fraction. That's our first job. So when you add this one, so 4 plus 1 is going to be 5. That means the Bn was, convert the ratio into the fraction as 4 by 5 and 1 by 5. Okay. 4 by 5 and 1 by 5. So this is going to be 1 by 5. So you're just simply joining from A to B. Okay. Therefore, you have to find out your dn. So dn is going to be 1 by 5. It is on the line db, right? So it is on the line db. So bd we already found. So db, it is just the direction is opposite. So 1 by 5 of, it is say, bd is t minus s, right? So if bd is going to be t minus s and db, just change the direction, minus of this. So when you change the direction, it will become minus t and plus s, or you can just simply say s minus t. So I'm going to write here s minus t. All right, fine. And then now write down for the Cn. Therefore, Cn is equal to Cd plus Dn. So what is Cd? C to D minus S. So because you're changing the direction again. So minus S plus 1 by 5 into S minus T. Or you can just open the bracket, minus S plus 1 by 5S minus 1 by 5T. You are just multiplying the constant inside the bracket. Therefore, minus 1 plus 1 by 5. So just simplify minus 1 plus 1 by 5. you simplify this minus 1 plus 1 by 5, you're going to get minus 4 by 5s minus 1 by 5t. That's all your answer. So any ratio you have to convert into the fraction first. Now the vector A is given, column vector for the B is given. Find out B minus A. Just simply minus the column vectors 2 minus 5 minus A minus 3 and 8. So it is simply become 2 minus of minus 3 and then minus 5 and minus 8. So you can just take it as 2 plus 3 minus into minus plus. So 2 plus 3 and here it will become minus 5 and minus 8. So your final answer is going to be 5 and negative 13. So question number 25. Find in terms of P and Q, give your answer in simplest form KL. Okay, so you wanted to reach from K to L since it's also a parallelogram. So this whole CB is going to be P and this AB is going to be Q. So we know the ratio. Say they said M is the midpoint of KL. So M is the midpoint of KL. And also we know that CK is 2 times KB. So CK is 2 times KB. So if this is 1, so this will be 2. So this, if you're converting into the fraction, it is 2 by 3. So 2 is to 1. It will become 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So 2 divided by 3 and 1 divided by 3 for the KB. So KL, you can go from, to find out the KL, you can go from K to B and B to L, isn't it? K to B and B to L. So you can say KB is 1 over 3 on the line CB, on the line CB, and the BL, so the what we have, AL is equal to BL, they said. So it should be 1 is to 1 ratio, 1 is to 1 ratio, isn't it? Therefore, it will be half of Q. Q means half of BA, half of BA. Therefore, 1 by 3 CB, CB is already P, plus so 1 by 2 BA, so it should be minus Q. Therefore, your final answer is going to be 1 by 3 P minus 2 minus half Q. The position vector of M. So whenever there is a question of position vector, it should start from the origin to that letter M. So how can you reach from O to M? Since we know that M is the midpoint of the KL, so we can just reach from O to N, O to M. So if you look at the position vector of M, how you can go? So OM, you can go from O to A, then A to L plus L to M, isn't it? So O to A is P, and then A to L is going to be half of Q, and L to M is half of KL because M is the midpoint. So you can find out here LM is equal to half of LK, right? Therefore, half of minus half of half into minus, change the direction of this one.